Kenshi is probably one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game of all time. I know it is for many other people too. This game grabs people and just doesn't let go. We always come back to it. That's why I thought it deserved a better video about just itself. Don't worry, Rimworld will get its own too. Now the most important thing to know about Kenshi is that it's really not just one game. This game gives you so many options and so many different ways to play. Just to name off a few, there's the RPG, the town sim, the storyteller. I could go on and on about ways to play this game. The RPG is my favorite way to play the game. You usually just have one person and see how far into the game and how OP you can get. In the town sim, you just gather people and build a growing town and or city. It's not that hard. And finally, there's the storyteller playstyle. Here you gather one or more people and just try to find fun things to do. Perhaps you want to be a trader or a group of lost samurai. Whatever your playstyle is, this game has it. Now, the world is just amazing. So many things to do, so many people to meet and fight and kill. There's a bunch of different factions, some more powerful than others, and so many of them just hate each other. It's up to you who lives or not, if you can. Now each faction has their own areas with towns and activities to do in them, and each decision you make and every activity you do will decide how people react to you. The NPCs in this game are just amazing. Okay, so with so many playstyles and different types of people in the world, there are so many challenges you can add to make the game even more interesting for yourself. As I've mentioned before, I'm a big fan of Ambiguous Amphibian. What drew me to his channel was his tour solo experience and his One Punch Man series. I myself have attempted a few challenges in the game, not always coming out on top, but always having a great time trying. Now, some people that have played the game for a while might say they have tried everything, but I assure you, you have not. Because other than all the things to do in this game, there's a decent modding community. A few of my favorites are weak enemy squads, which adds weaker roaming enemies for you to train on, bounties galore, which you can most likely guess what that mod does, and new weapons, which adds so many weapons to the game for you to just play around with. Don't worry though, because there are all sorts of mods other than just gameplay. From mods that change colors of the map so you can see who owns which portion, to goofy mods like 500 Statman that just gives you an absolute OP character that looks completely insane and funny. And not just the modding community is cool. The game, of course, is full of veterans that are happy to help and share info. Reddit, of course, is my favorite place, as it's just full of memes, helpful threads, and fun people to talk to about the game. Alright, that's gonna be a wrap, even though I could talk about this game for forever and just not need to breathe. If you enjoyed this video essay, please leave a like as it means the world to me, and if you would like to see more, consider subscribing, as I love making video essays. Leave some games you'd like me to try or talk about, and let me know if you'd like to see a Kenshi series on this channel.